Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making Greek orzo salad.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Welcome back. I thought I'd show you a great side to go with the lemon Greek chicken marinade that I showed you a couple episodes ago. And this is one of my favorite pasta salads I like to make in the summer. It's made with orzo pasta, and if you're not familiar with orzo, it looks kind of like rice. And it cooks up deliciously, and we're gonna put a nice marinade with some tomatoes and olives and cucumbers, all the Greek things in it. So the first thing we need to do is boil some water. This takes about 7 to 10 minutes to cook. So let's get that going, and then we'll chop up all of our vegetables. Salt the water. I need to have another thing of salt over here. All right, so we have our orzo boiling. You'll need 1.5 cups of uncooked orzo, and that is in the pot. So we are going to, let's get our tomatoes going. So this is just one of the little pints of little tomatoes. If you've got them from your garden, they're usually not on this early. But I wondered if you knew that you could use this as a strainer. It's got holes in the bottom, and I just washed them and rinsed them. And let me show you how. So there's holes in the bottom, which is kind of like a strainer. So I just rinse them off good before I cook with them. And there you go. We need 2/3 of a cup of red onion. Now, if you have a sweet onion or whatever kind of onion, go ahead and use it. I like the color that the red onion brings to it, and I'm probably not gonna put all of the 2/3 cup in because onion seems to haunt me the rest of the day. So I'll just put in a good lop of onion in. And we're just gonna dice it nice and fine. That is tough.
Ooh, I can smell that from here. That's a strong one.
Yeah, that's why we're not using very much.
Ooh.
A little dabble do ya. But it's so pretty. All right, and then just get a nice large bowl. We're gonna put all of our veggies in there. Hey, behind you, could you get my bench scraper?
I was thinking the same thing.
Man, didn't get all my tools out. Let's get that onion wrapped up because it is fragrant. Whew. If you don't have a bench scraper, these work great when you're chopping a bunch of veggies. You're gonna scoop it up, stick it in your bowl. All right, so I've got an English cucumber here, and we want 1.5 cups of English cucumber. I'm gonna use about that much. We want it nice and diced. So I'm gonna just go like this. Now, if you want to seed this, you can, but I just don't think you need to on an English cucumber. I know sometimes when you grow your own cucumbers, those seeds get so big and they're kind of a nuisance. I would seed them then. Just give my orzo a stir over here and keep an eye on it. All right. This one, you do want to marinate for a couple hours before you serve it. And it works great if you want to take it in your lunches with diced up chicken or something like that. Is really delicious. All right, so I've got my bench scraper, scoop it up. Do a smidge more of that cucumber. And on the salad, you can kind of make it to your own preferences. If you like more cucumber, add more cucumber. If you want less tomato, add less tomato. Just make sure you have them all in there because all the flavors together are really delicious. Now on these grape tomatoes, I'm just gonna slice them in half.
How many?
1.5 cups.
That's basically all of them.
That's all of them. It's just a little pint. There you go. So there's that. That's all done. And we're gonna do some kalamata olives. Now, kalamata olives are very strong. You can use black olives. If you hate olives, leave them out. But I am gonna use some kalamata olives. Let me grab a spoon. Give this a stir. We got 15 seconds. We'll see if they're cooked. So you wanna make sure they're done. Let's see here. Because if they're not, it's not fun to have crunchy pasta. Perfect. Okay. Kill the heat. And I've got a strainer built into this lid. Oh, and they're still even going out the strainer. They're so little.
Not too many.
I'm gonna rinse this pasta and cool it off. I know you're not supposed to rinse pasta, but I do on this one. Get it cooled off.
Well, that's true.
It's going into a salad. You don't want it to cook everything.
Yeah, you don't want a hot pasta.
No.
Stop the cooking.
All right. That looks good. And I see already that I have misjudged my calculations. I'm gonna grab a bigger bowl. All right, next size up. Feel free if you don't have that many people, if you're not feeding a lot of people, to cut this in half. It cuts in half beautifully, but I'm gonna eat on this week. I'm actually gonna leave this here for a second and cool it off a little bit more as we dice up our kalamata olives. So the recipe calls for 2/3 cup again, and I'm not gonna be anywhere close to that because they are so strong. I like a little olive, but not a lot of olive. You can always add. So I think I'm gonna just stick with that. And I like these diced up nice and fine just because they are so strong. And at the end, when we taste it, if you want more, we can add more. So there's that. I'm gonna wash really quick. So now that we've got all our veggies chopped, we're gonna make our dressing. I'm just gonna use a little jar here, and we need a 1/2 cup of olive oil. And some red wine vinegar, about 1/3 cup. How many tablespoons is in 1/3 cup? Let me get my cheat sheet. 2 3/4 fluid ounces. Okay, I can do that. So about 5 tablespoons, because I'm using my little tablespoon measure.
Perfect.
There we go. Ooh, that smells good. And we need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And a couple cloves of garlic, and I'm just using this minced garlic. It's so handy. Put a good spoonful in. This doesn't seem to be as strong as fresh garlic, but it works great. We need just a teaspoon of sugar. I'm gonna put some of that in there. And oregano, 2 teaspoons. All right, so we're gonna throw the lid on and give it a good shake. It's gonna be delicious. It's making my mouth water already. All right, so we've got our dressing. Move some of this over here. I'm gonna put our orzo in here. And I'm gonna get me a big stirring spoon. All right, let's just see how that looks. It's so pretty too. You got the red and the green, the purple onion in there. All right, so let's get some feta in there. You want about 1 cup of feta, but like I said, feta is also a very pungent cheese. If you don't like that much, you can just cut it down. And I'll probably use what's left in this container. Yum. So we're gonna pour most of this dressing on. If you're gonna serve this in a couple hours, save a little because that pasta is gonna absorb some of that liquid. So I'm just gonna leave a little, you can refresh it. Oh my goodness. It smells so yummy. I love sitting and just eating this for dinner when it's super hot outside. And serve it with that lemon Greek chicken marinade. You can even cut it up and throw some chicken in here for a whole dinner. Oh my goodness. All right, let's taste it. See if we need any salt and pepper. See if I can get a good bite of it all, or not. I think it's good. I actually would like some fresh pepper on that. You want to be careful with the salt because the cheese is salty, but some fresh black pepper on here. Delicioso. Yum. And that's it, you guys. Super easy, super fast, not a whole lot of cooking. You can throw it in a nice container, take it camping with you, make that Greek chicken with it. You could put it all in a wrap with a Greek chicken and just go to town with it. Just delicious. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a Greek orzo salad. It's one of my favorites for summer. It's beautiful, it's light, it's delicious, it's refreshing. It's not one of those heavy salads that you get done eating and don't feel so great with. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a great summer and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back to another episode. You look fabulous.
Thank you. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making Greek orzo salad.
What was that?
Should we call it Greek orzo salad?
Call it what it is.
It is what it is. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making Greek orzo. Wow! I can't talk.
Something's in my mouth.
All right, third time's a charm. Wow. Okay.
Gonna taste good, I know.